Right, this trip is to Lion Rock, right down the bottom of Tasmania. Yes, for 3 days. Supposed to be an aurora this weekend, so tonight. So we'll have the camera out tonight to try and capture that. And yeah, a couple of shots at sunrises and sunsets. Another solo trip, so yeah, looking very forward to it. Good weather forecast, clear days, a bit fresh in the mornings, but no, it'll be good to have an explore down here. And the tides are at the right level for me for sunset and sunrise, so the tide will be out, so that's even better for photos. So yeah, probably another half an hour, 3/4 of an hour, and we'll be at the car park, and then a 2-hour walk out to the coast. And yes, forward to it a great deal. Entering the little village of Ida Bay, where the Ida Bay Railway is, which is a funny little train that can go on out to the out to a bay on the coast, and from there you can walk out to the famous George III Memorial, where the convict ship, the George III, foundered on some rocks and with a huge loss of life in convicts. Yes, that's a fascinating, sobering place to visit, I can tell you. So yeah, probably about another half an hour now. We leave the bitumen in a second and travel through the forests to Cockle Creek. Right, all set to head off. It's 8:45. Should take about 2 hours to get down to the coast. Yeah, fantastic morning. Absolutely blue sky, no wind. A little bit cool, but slowly starting to warm up. Sea's flat calm. So yeah, can't wait. Right, now come through the forest and we're on the duckboard across the plain, /valley down to beyond those hills is the beach and Lion Rock. This track is part of the South Coast Track, which goes from Melaleuca to Cockle Creek. You can either walk to Melaleuca from Lake Pedder, or you can fly into Melaleuca from Hobart and then walk the track. Takes anywhere from about 5 to 10 days. Fantastic walk, coastal beaches. Yeah, but I'm only going to Lion Rock today, and we'll camp there for 2 nights. So I was here about 12 months ago and had superb weather for the sunrise, but hoping for an aurora tonight, so that will definitely add to the program. We're getting closer to the beach now. I can hear the roar of the waves. Nice little ferny glade you walk up here. I'll just show you what it's like. Can you hear that? Black cockatoos in the trees just over there. Black with yellow flecks on their head and on their tail. I'll probably fly off when I move past them. Here they are, just in that tree. Whoa, there they go. Cockatoos, the sound of Australia. Anyway, we're almost at where we're going to get a view of the ocean. Just a little bit of muddy track. This would have to be the worst patch of it on the whole walk. So yeah, not even a minute's worth. Nice little sheltered campsite. Listen to that roar. Here we are on a fantastic day. Right, this is the campsite at the creek near Lion Rock. Just had some lunch. It's quite good actually. Bits of flotsam and jetsam turned into tables and chairs and a tarp. So yeah, nice and sheltered here. Be my home for the next couple of nights. Stairs leading up to a toilet they've put in here. I don't think a lot of people stay at this campsite, just judging by its use compared to when I was here last year. So yeah, we'll go off this afternoon and scout out some photographic locations and for later this afternoon and the evening shoot. So yeah. Right, here we are further along the beach, just by Lion Rock, which is right there. There's a couple of surfies in having a surf on that side of the rock. I was wanting to get a photo using this rock and this stick. I might be able to. We'll set the tripod up and hope the waves don't come up too high. Someone with a bit of time on their hands. A work of art. Right, good afternoon. It's supposed to be low tide at 3:15, but the seas are that huge that the rock terraces aren't exposed, so which is a bit of a bugger. Hopefully we'll die down tomorrow. So now just going to go back towards Lion Rock and try and line up some sunset shots. I don't know whether it's going to be much. There is a bit of cloud, bit of high cloud, so we might get a bit of colour. So yeah, go and brave the cold now that the sun's dipping beyond the horizon. It's been a good day, quite a few people at the beach. Most of them have headed back. I don't know about the surfies, whether they're staying overnight. So I'll just go down the beach and check it out. So yeah, after sunset, come back here and have some tea, and then try and shoot in the Aurora, provided there's not too much cloud about. Not much of a sunset. I mean, so far. Could lighten up a bit later. But yeah, the light's very flat down on the beach. So much for low tide. An hour ago. Look at it now, it's right up. That's because of the waves. Just hasn't let up all day. Still, can't complain. The magic part of the world. Good morning. Been up since before dawn to get the sunrise. It was a bit so-so, a lot of sea spray which is now dissipated. It was heaps before. So now just a look at what I was taking the photo of. And yeah, beautiful morning. Most unusual rock formations here. And of course Lion Rock, yeah. Right, here we are about halfway over the hill to the next bay, South Cape Rivulet. I've come for a bit of an explore, it's such a beautiful day. So yeah. Track's a bit overgrown in places. It doesn't even look like it's barely used, which is quite surprising considering it's part of the South Coast track. So yeah. Anyway. Right. Just give a brief description of this bush, colloquially referred to as cutty grass or cutting grass. For those that don't know, this is one of Tasmania's botanical horrors, I refer to as, scourge of bushwalkers. It's called cutty grass. Now the underside of the leaves, which I'm rubbing there, are quite smooth, but on the top side, go one way and it's smooth, but press your finger up against the other way and it's like rubbing against sandpaper. And yes, for those bushwalkers that go off track and have to push their way through this stuff, it's an absolute bastard, I can assure you, especially when it's like that through the bush. And often the worst place to get cut, of course, is on the hands, between the fingers. And that's why you wear sort of gardening gloves when you're out doing off-track walking. And also if you're pushing through head-high stuff, it can cut you on the neck, and when the sweat runs into the cuts, yeah, it can be annoying to say the least. But yeah, a while since I've had a play in the cutty grass. The older one gets, the less appeal it has. So yeah. Nondescript plant, almost looks like a bloody weed. It invariably is one of the first arrivals after a forestry coup is logged and the new trees start to grow. This sort of becomes quite prevalent. So yeah, today's little botanical lesson. Right, here we are at a little viewing spot overlooking South Cape Rivulet, which is down there. So yeah, we'll descend down to this beautiful little beach and probably have lunch at South Cape Rivulet before walking back this afternoon. Yes, much calmer today, that's for sure. And there's South Cape over there, I think it's called, or South East Cape. You can actually walk out there. There's a pad. Easy to follow, bit of scrub to go through in places, but yeah. And that is Pinder's Peak up there. And just round to the back, which you can't quite see over the back there, is a big bump called Mount La Perouse, part of the Southern Ranges, which you can do as another walk. Yes, fantastic. Here we are at South Cape Rivulet on a absolutely perfect morning. You've got to get across this if you're going to do the South Coast track either direction. So yeah, when she's in flood you've got to wait. Right, good morning. Last day, day 3. Didn't get up for the sunrise. Cloudy, drizzly. So gave that a miss. It was very nice to spend extra time in the sleeping bag. So yeah, packing up, getting ready to go. Beautiful sheltered campsite. The wind's coming straight off the sea today. So yeah, as you can see. Brew is ready. Trusty tent all set to go. I've been coming to this campsite for, oh my god, since the early 90s, 91, 92 I think I first used this campsite. So yeah, I think the surfies probably use it too, given the tarpaulin that's in the tree. A bit of plastic there for more shelter. And there's a little, through the trees here you can go and check on the weather without having to go the long way around to the beach. So that's good. So yeah, a good trip. I think I got some reasonable sunset afternoon shots more than morning shots. So yeah. So the 2-hour walk out. And that's all for now. I'm on my way out and just along the beach where I filmed the other day a stone statue. Well, it seems to have had a baby. That's the first thing that sprung to mind, and I wonder if you come back here in weeks to come there'll be more stone statues. Yeah, it just made me laugh. The baby, the parent. The question is, how many more will appear in times to come? Well, on that little frivolous note, it's time to say goodbye to Lion Rock. Bit of a grey day with a bit of blue poking through. Looks very dark and foreboding out there. So yeah, that's all folks.